Hey, what's up guys, it's Sundarian, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Rather than taking a look at a specific piece of hardware or a product, we're going to be taking a look at the concept of an entire class commonly known as the gaming keypad. So I guess the first question is, what exactly is a gaming keypad? Is it some sort of unholy byproduct of a keyboard and a potato stick? Or is it a superior hybrid whose dynamic is so different it just can't get traction? Well, the answer to that is a solid, it depends. While I myself tend to lean towards the latter, it's not for everybody. It's going to require a certain set of prerequisites being met, including desk space and, well, let's say a bit more neural plasticity than the average person. In other words, are you the type of person that easily adapts to new user interfaces, or do you view things like that as a burden you would just rather not deal with? So let's go ahead and take a closer look and see exactly what it is we're dealing with here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the keypad. These things generally offer anywhere from 15 to 24 fully programmable, generally RGB backlit keys. Some of them are membrane, some of them are mechanical. It really depends on which ones you get. Clearly you'll be paying a premium for the mechanical. I can say, however, the membranes do feel pretty good, at least on this version. You can see with this specific model that it has Logitech's gaming display integrated, which will do things like offer you RSS, system parameters, clocks, and ties into MSI Afterburner. This is also where you switch through multiple profiles. You can see I have Battlefield loaded up here. Also up here you can see that there's a set of macro buttons for you MMO MOBA guys, including a button for quick setting macros if you needed to change it up on the fly. So now let's take a look at what has been in my use case the real reason to have this thing, and that is the joystick. So what the joystick does is it takes and consolidates WASD into one area that can be controlled with one digit, freeing up your 4 fingers to be able to do with whatever you like. Now to me that is very liberating, especially in first-person shooters, considering that my keyboard control isn't the best in the world. I could also see this as a good stopgap for people that are trying to get into PC gaming and want to utilize the benefits inherent in a mouse, but aren't confident in their ability to manipulate a keyboard. Also, one of the benefits inherent in using a joystick for movement is the fact that you get a dynamic range of motion instead of just a switch that says on or off. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people prefer to use a controller over a keyboard when playing things like racing games that need a little bit more nuanced control. That actually does translate well into first-person shooters too, especially ones that have a lot of vehicle transitions like Battlefield 4. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it's like to actually use this thing. I tried to sync it up as best as I could, guys, so don't expect perfection. It should be pretty close. So anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to start talking about the cons. Now the cons aren't many, but they can run the gambit from being complete deal breakers to inconveniences. So for instance, if you're limited on desk space, this could be a complete non-starter for you. Another thing to take into consideration is the fact that you might end up having to map pretty much every game that you get. A lot of the mappings are going to translate over pretty well within genres. So for instance, if you're going to play Battlefield 4 and then you want to play PlanetSide 2, those two are pretty much going to sync up relatively well. You may have to adjust a couple things, but you can pretty much guarantee that you're going to have to give some attention to mapping with pretty much every game. So yeah, that's not very fun and can kind of get old pretty quick. Another hurdle to get over that's going to be easier for some than others is the retraining your muscle memory after years and years of using an input mechanism that you're used to. But hey, as PC gamers, I think there's a pretty large segment of us that are willing to put the extra energy in order to get the extra benefit out. Anyway, so there you guys go. Those are my thoughts on this strange but wonderful category known as the gaming keypad. Oftentimes misunderstood and therefore underutilized, just begging for certain groups of people to recognize its potential. So anyway guys, I hope you were able to find this useful. I hope it was somewhat informative. I did actually just order a Razer Tartarus. It should be in this week, and I'm going to do another video comparing the two, at which point I'll give the loser away to one of my subs that is interested in it and probably just try again until I find the perfect one. So anyway, until next time guys, catch you later.